in the heart of Nairobi, where the jacaranda trees paint the streets purple, lived 5 friends, inseparable since their childhood days in the sprawling Kibera slums. There was Jomo, the charismatic leader; Adia, the brilliant mind with a scholarship dream; Kale, the quiet artist who saw beauty in everything; Nia, the fiery spirit with a heart of gold; and Bakari, the gentle giant whose loyalty was his strength. Their bond was forged in shared meals of ugali and sukuma wiki, in whispered dreams under the vast African sky, and in the promise to always have each other's backs. Their world was a delicate balance of ambition and reality. Jomo, however, grew restless. He watched the city's elite glide by in their expensive cars and yearned for a faster way out of their humble beginnings. He started making deals, small at first, with a man known only as the Vulture, a shadowy figure in the city's underbelly. He told his friends it was just a side hustle, a way to make extra cash for all of them. Adia was wary, her sharp intuition sensing danger, but Jomo's charm was a powerful force. "Trust me," he'd say, flashing his disarming smile. "This is for us, for our future." The betrayal came like a sudden Nairobi downpour, swift and devastating. Jomo was offered a deal by the Vulture, a big one, but it required a sacrifice. He needed a distraction, someone to take the fall for a minor operation so his major one could go unnoticed. With a heart heavy with greed, he chose Bakari. He set him up, leaking false information that led the police right to Bakari's small workshop. Bakari, trusting Jomo implicitly, was caught completely off guard. He was arrested, his gentle face a mask of confusion and betrayal as he was led away. The news shattered the group. Kale stopped painting, his canvases gathering dust. Nia's fire dimmed to a smolder of rage and sorrow. Adia, consumed by guilt for not speaking up louder, threw herself into her studies, trying to bury the pain in books. The vibrant bond that once defined them was now a gaping wound. They had promised to protect each other, and Jomo had broken that sacred vow. Jomo got his money, a thick wad of bills that felt cold and heavy in his hands. He bought a new apartment, new clothes, but the silence was deafening. He'd look at his reflection and see not a successful man, but a traitor. The laughter of his friends, which once filled his life with warmth, was now a ghostly echo in his empty rooms. He would walk past their old haunts, the corner cafe where they'd share stories, the park where Kale would sketch, and a profound regret would wash over him. He had traded priceless friendship for paper. Months turned into a year. Bakari was eventually released. The charges dropped due to lack of evidence, but the experience had changed him. He was quieter, his eyes holding a sadness that wasn't there before. Nia, unable to stand the injustice, had spent the entire year working tirelessly with a local legal aid group, fighting for Bakari's release. It was her fierce, unwavering love for her friend that had ultimately set him free. One evening, Adia found Kale sitting by the Nairobi River, staring into the water. He hadn't touched his art supplies in a year. She sat beside him, not saying a word. After a long silence, she handed him a small, worn photograph of the 5 of them, taken years ago, their faces bright with hope. "He misses this," she said softly. "He misses us." Kale looked at the photo, then at Adia. A single tear traced a path through the dust on his cheek. The next day, Kale started painting again, but this time, his art was different. It was filled with shades of gray, with images of broken chains and mended hearts. It told their story, the story of betrayal, but also of enduring loyalty. His new work was raw, powerful, and deeply honest. Adia, having secured her scholarship to a university abroad, organized a meeting. She invited everyone, including Jomo. The tension in her small living room was thick enough to cut with a panga knife. Nia stood protectively by Bakari's side, her eyes fixed on Jomo with undisguised anger. Kale stood quietly in a corner, his hands stained with fresh paint. Jomo finally broke the silence. His voice, once so confident, was now fragile. "I am sorry," he began, his gaze falling to the floor. "There isn't a day that goes by that I don't regret what I did. I was a fool. I lost everything that ever mattered for nothing." He looked at Bakari, his eyes pleading. "I betrayed you, my brother, and I will live with that shame forever." Bakari looked at Jomo, his expression unreadable. Then he slowly nodded. "The action was yours, Jomo. The consequences are ours to carry, all of us." Nia stepped forward. "Sorry doesn't fix a broken trust, Jomo. It doesn't erase the nights Bakari spent in a cell, or the year we spent in pieces." Her voice was hard, but then it softened. "But love tries to mend. For the sake of what we were, for the love we still have, we can try to heal." It wasn't a magical fix. The scars remained. Adia left for her studies, promising to return. Kale's art became a sensation, telling stories of urban life, of pain and redemption. Nia became a passionate community advocate, her fire now channeled into helping others. Bakari started a new workshop, his quiet strength drawing in young apprentices whom he taught not just a trade, but the value of integrity. And Jomo, he started over. He gave away the money, took a simple job, and began the long, slow process of earning back their trust. He would show up, not with grand gestures, but with small acts of service, helping at Bakari's workshop, volunteering at Nia's community center, supporting Kale's exhibitions, Their friendship was no longer the carefree bond of their youth. It was something different, more complex and mature. It was a testament to the hard truth that every action has a consequence, a ripple that touches every shore. But it was also a story of love's incredible power to navigate the wreckage, to find a path through regret, and to slowly, painstakingly, rebuild. In the heart of Nairobi, under the same African sky, 5 friends learned that forgiveness is not forgetting, but choosing to remember the love that was stronger than the betrayal. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button, and subscribe for more content that explores the depths of human connection. See you in the next one.